Asebia ami ayini mi. Asebi mi yo. Na beni ma beni o mi asimo. Sade ma bedi abene. Ajo abene ma bedi abene o mi asimo. Akami huni ye yo ajo. Okitipo we so mo se ni fa. Aka wono mo sa hona mo na ye deni. Ibi asi ami ba ye na joa Media me beti ni si onwa. I will always matade. Media me dini me hona mo se. Ajo abene ma bedi abene o wi asimo. Akosi adam kwa mi banono. Owo de no ko down kwa mi daba down kwa ne denia. Wama uwe ya fumi mo na mi yedenia. Asamadu ni manu wa mi daba na sasamadu wa maboa. Eni obi ba manemi so ma na ma bia chichire. Anya sade a wa ne be fumi.
Vital GH Radio has a wealth of experience executing the full spectrum of public relations tactics: advertisement, radio broadcasting, interviews, voiceover, jingles, commercials, and many more. You can contact us on our US lines on 3022 575152 or on our Ghana lines on 0546 494-885, or you can visit us on our website on www.vitalghradio1.com.
If you want this, if you want that, it's all over Vital Radio. If you want that, and if you want this, it's all over Vital Radio. Yeah. Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio, yeah. Vital Radio, Vital Radio, yeah, Vital Radio, Vital Radio.
Yes, sir. After when you allow too much. No. Maybe and you're never born a loud here.
How about say, you see?
But you want me raising the crap?
I think so. I have to. Yes, you see.
Yeah, but I was better.
Okay.
Yeah, much better.
And so me change one or two things to be
Okay.
Let me just say video no
Video is sounded over there, you know.
me so me change before you say me cast me change, you say me turn it and then off completely.
Oh, okay.
Because my head and sana. Yeah, you know. Anyway, Spicy be joining in a few minutes or so. Yeah, 1 2 be and sana.
Wonderful.
Them say with the echo Christmas Eve. Yɛbɛyɛ ayi kakra amenyi adeɛ na ɛm sɛ ɛhuhuo koraa de me wɔ dɛm ha.
Yes, sir.
Mebare na ayi dɛm ha yɛ cold kakra because ebie ayi windows no na meyɛ
Oh, okay.
bi wɔ ha nti na fie sɛ fie mu so no gyina dɛm ha nti na ɛm sɛ megyina
Okay.
me change ayi no. Ɛnɛ program no sɛ wɔn bɛ ɔno na ɛde sɛ ɔbɛyɛ ne boss lady ba na yɛayɛ. Christmas yi, nneɛma bi wɔ ha a mefiri sɛ yɛbɛka ho asɛm kakra bi ɔso bɛba na ɔbaa na afei ɔbɛko yɛne yi. Mpɛn pii no, afei bɛso a yɛsi yɛwɔ biribi a yɛfrɛ no sɛ ade no koraa de sɛn fo New Year resolution. So I say everybody will think say every year biara no this year dear somebody who drinks now I am going to quit. I have to lose 20 pounds. I have to get married. I have to do this. I have to do this. But in the middle of the year, no, who be saying say it is saying na obi eja no be every fee sa adeɛ no. Oh, say this is one thing I always say ɛnhyɛ wo ho obiara na oni competition bi a wokɔ. Eti ne sɛ wode adeɛ no hyɛ wo ho me de mɛyɛ sei na menyɛ sure sɛ yɛ na ɛboa nnipa bebree. Though nnipa bi wɔ hɔ a ɛbɛtumi aboa wɔn, so bi wɔ hɔ a wɔ this year deɛ me say ɛyɛ dɛn a mɛkɔ Ghana. Me New Year resolution ɛno mɛkɔ Ghana akɔ toa me business a na meyɛ so a VT baeɛ a ɛma a ɛnɔɔma nyinaa so ɛyɛ dɛn ɛkɔ ɛyɛ no basaa. Nti no sɛ duru middle of the year no meka sɛ makɔ Ghana na makyerɛ sɛ adeɛ no anyɛ yie. Sɛ wonim sɛdeɛ yɛ a na yɛha yɛn ho na yɛyɛ nneɛma bi wɔ ha a yɛbɛka sɛ yɛbɛyɛ wei na afei at the end no sɛ wonim nti no what is your also side of the year nti.
I mean, as far as resolutions, think no. In my humble opinion, no. I mean, everyone can say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yep.
I think that's the thing. And also, if you don't have a goal, no, that means you are constantly going to move in circles. You know, obey we no jai, not crazy, we jai, not crazy, we jai. So before we realize it, you spend a whole year and why starting your P, but you don't even really have anything that you've completed. And only idea back one, a baby one casasono, what you say, a play a higher power because we don't have a culture of envisioning things. Just say you need visionary. I feel like most of the times, no, we don't take that responsibility for ourselves. And a lot of people on here would not want to hear. Personally, no, say BB Koswa, I always ask myself, so why is that? I didn't know Koswa, and why is it happening over and over again? And one of my heroes, Einstein, make a choice there. Insanity is when you do the same thing over and over again, expecting to get a different result. To share the idea before, one, we lack vision. So, and I didn't think you lack vision. And based on my studies and my personal like reflections, and I don't profess to know it all. Which means that a lack of responsibility. And that irresponsibility, and it comes from the fact that yeah system na yeah one. A true based on belief. You believe it be I say be I believe. Be I believe. You know, ubisa now a 50-50 only. But we share other systems, especially the China for by example, am I in there's a reason here China for almost they are being so great and powerful now. Like I said, as of 1974, they were poorer than Ghana, they were poorer than even Malawi. But Omunya leader back home. And that leader had a vision. To have a vision, out of the vision came goals. And your resolutions, so goals. Omuka say 20 years from now, you per se at least 20% of your citizens were millionaires. And your resolution, and your goal. It is a what about personal life more. Yeah, because I don't do resolutions. First, not me yet, because now that was what I knew. Now will be I introduce me here. But it's here, your goals. They say a year, baby, and my family, my year, it's not this is okay, fine. Next year by this time, you per se a quasi. Now, after we dividing it by the months, now we're dividing by the week. So, do you understand what? So, person lose 2 pounds. Just a so she decided to say, person lose a certain number of weight. She decided to say within a certain number of months, obeying the say, and thankfully she's achieving it. The resolutions, I believe, me believe you say, a nyame atoma, say nyame pa, me say, and I may achieve say. But running any sa, when you make us okay fine, the person me ni dear bang, and a sesame swing, tools bang, and I was able to assay. Sine beya, sa goal ya me person me achieve. Definitely, that is where we are lacking. And to be 31st December, no, what's going to happen? Do not na be true people sorry.
And then just okay.
So, because you actually a team say, so me kwa sorry na se ko juna ho na me bomb pie na resolutions na nyame be bo am my day ma achieve, but that's not how it works. You know, say that's not how it works. The way it works is say, especially another 19th.
Yeah.
We sit down, you write your goals and your objectives, and then you find out what strategy you're going to use to accomplish it. Wine and a bit me about I'm our achieve sago. Wine obey a distraction. I'm no in frame.
Of course.
Because there are a lot of people that we think we need in our lives. We don't need them in our lives. You know, who do I need to say BSRC, SA, VitalGH Radio? Okay, VitalGH Radio has 40,000 followers. So why are we not partnering with VitalGH? Meaning that later on, we don't make a about those things. The followers are already there. So how are we going to accomplish our goal of being known or building a community? We already have 40,000 people. Do I really need to go and stand in front of a pastor and say, pray for me? I don't. Because who are strategy, who will go, what contact you be okay, fine. We say. So it's an agreement. So once it's an agreement, I have to come through my part. Also, we will come through your part. That is how we as the people will go forward. Other than that, India, your better resolution is don't you 1 month in you pay. That's a precious kakebe pay. Asa, we'll be able to forget it.
When you say Enra na me wahan na me share ade be YouTube about so we do YouTube ubuhu is about Amazon. Right now no say a lot of things slow down. So now they were saying say I never knew say a normal a free China no is more than what we produce in this country.
Yes.
Yeah, and kind of Chinese, we go back to your country and all that. No. And I was listening to this guy, was saying, say, in 2 years or some years to come now,
Mhm.
the Chinese now are going to dominate. I mean, Crown start to dominate PPR because everything that we use in the country, from car parts to even the food that we eat, ne nyinaa no, is being imported from China. Now, how did Amazon come in with this? Here come awesome. Do you know, say, all these Costco's and Walmart and all these people that import from China? So, it's a watch here. If you go to one of these stores now, shelves in the empty because some of the things are not coming in. First
Yep.
of all, the trucks are not moving, and
Mhm.
everything. No, won't say so. The things now coming from China. No, they have mega ships.
Mhm.
Those ships, take a lot of containers.
Mhm.
Mega ships, Now, the mega ships, cannot go through the Suez Canal
No.
or the Panama Canal.
Mhm.
All those things has to bypass all those things and go straight to California.
Mhm.
Na akɔfa Atlanta nsuo no all the way to Argentina at the end of the year na climb all the way up back to your friend is saying California.
California.
Uh-huh. Now, say yes na my cost no so den very high kakra. And you know what Amazon did was this. Now, mega ships, so one of the containers number, those containers belongs to the Chinese. They have
Exactly.
to offload those things and then take it back to China. And yes,
Mhm.
a delay normally because containers they have to ship it all the way to the East Coast.
Yeah.
So a man born better.
Of course.
What Amazon did was this. That those containers, Amazon started building their own containers now. It means to
The
say,
best shape.
on the bar, they can ship it all the way from the west coast to east coast without
Mhm.
waiting for them to offload anything there. You know, say these guys also bought 85 so far. They are thinking about buying more planes, cargo planes.
Yeah.
One day, one shipping.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm.
now, just say these people are making. Just say left. If you turn left now, they are making money. If you turn right, they are making money. Just say everything. They said these guys, can pay their workers $50 an hour without losing anything. So, the spicy about and GM also about and I'll hand it over to her. And now this one, we'll have to discuss it later on and see how
Mhm.
these people know. I mean, they are making money. They are
But
making.
that answer that if you know, there's a video that I want. I'm just going to suggest that everybody out here is here and share. It's on YouTube. It's called "How China Got Rich."
Uh-huh. I think I've
How
seen that.
China,
Oh,
yeah. We share. Obo say, "Omo no." There's a reason here. One, China M-Pesa religion about Omicron. That's the first thing.
yeah.
Number two, no. There's a reason here. Omo here very big on planning.
Mhm.
Wow. And before say, if these two things, say if we become a very knowledge-based society, I mean, say also a religious, but if we become a knowledge-based society, okay, we would do and we start planning. Now you sa politics, tribalism. If you need, you focus on national goals. So I think say there's a whole lot we can learn from China, especially because again, make a 1974, they were way poorer than Ghana. And then just because two countries and they change your life, almost by United States of America, and almost Singapore, these two countries. Which a documentary if it was every Ghanaian, every African should watch that documentary. there's a whole lot we as a people can learn from. Yeah.
Right. Spicy. So what about if you can turn on your JM? I saw you a few minutes ago, and you say maybe a connection in you can come back. Spicy, and also, but I'm saying she's trying to fix the unit. Let's go on. What's it? Okay.
Yeah, that.
Oh, now if it's
Uh-huh.
let me say, JM. Let me put JM. GM about spices. So the video is not anyway. Let me turn off now. Yeah, because some say we are on your ready yet. So on your ready and you're starting. Uh, what's it? Your friend, how China got rich.
How China got rich? Well, YouTube. It's free. I
Oh,
mean, originally me show Amazon Prime, but it's what me check here what a friend saying YouTube, and it's on there as well.
okay. It'll be until mobile movie, share wait me call YouTube. More Ghana, no, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, until
Omit me, yeah, omit me,
more. No. May say,
yeah.
may not say, no, YouTube, madam for. If I'm searching for anything now, that's where I go. Okay, you believe, say, I tried learning Photoshop. I,
Yeah.
I paid $600 to a
Wow.
company to do Photoshop. Meant me, Photoshop me until say I went to YouTube, which is free, and I learned the Photoshop. No, by just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I am now even Illustrator now, Adobe Illustrator. I've been Adobe. So if you've been watching some of these, I've been creating now. The whole yeah, now the draw. No. I'm saying when
Me who some of the creations now. Me smart my register for course visa. A time
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you do those things. No? And then there is one beer I'm just going to come up with now, and look like they better than me. And they say, "Mommy, spicy, what about the right? Let's put you on, and then you tea what you have for us today." JM Eba, so now I'm say, ne yini stable, you know, or bar no, until say no. It over to you, boss lady.
Bossiest lady.
Yo, Benjamin Mamunya na kwaba. Welcome once again to Keeping It Real Talk Show. Mo amuchi ye Mamunya na kwaba. Your one and only Kelly. Ye mo kwaba. Ye chamu nyina
And there was a noise in the background, you know.
Was that cool?
I'm saying that there was a noise in the background, you know.
Oh, okay. For resolve yeah.
Resolve Jim, try to fix your, because we need your input for today. The Modiana and my entone can because what the name say a bar, and I said a bar, the Bomodian say with me. I join in. Mo a mowɔ so no nso a motie wɔ live on Facebook no ɛyɛ a moma comments yɛpɛ sɛ yɛtie sɛ yɛyɛ ne pa yɛyɛ ade pa a ne mo akyerɛ yɛn nyɛ sɛ wotie a na wotie kɛkɛ ne wakɔ menim nkurɔfoɔ bebree a wɔwɔ so a wɔn ɛtie yɛn mo a motie yɛn wɔ everywhere in the world no moma mmɔden na ɛyɛ a moma comments no mo comments no ho hia na mo subscribe so ma yɛn na share with your friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Say there's a TV station yeah. On there, they just give you the truth. They don't go about telling people stories. Yeah, and found. Me can't say kwasore. Person kwasore. Yeah, wasem. Any masem. Me can't also for we say so for we show on common as all person with yeah wasem. Me any masem. You know. All right. But yeah, it's not. Okay, yeah.
Okay. And so good evening, good evening, good evening to everyone. Now me call back if I'm trying to. I don't know
Mm.
why today my internet is not. Is it internet? And I say it's a network, but I'm okay
Yeah.
now. Enti mechia mo nyinaa me ma mo nyinaa kwa aba to the Keeping It Real talk show. So me crew no they will join us soon. I'm late of course, so forgive me. And hmm nyame ayɛ adom ama yasa bɛhyia ɛwɔ ɛnɛ what date cry 20 no I mean 19th, right?
Right.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yes, started 2021. Like joke yaba December mu. Amazing, right? But
So,
nyame dɔ yɛn. I remember saying Merry Christmas, and I'm about to say another Merry Christmas. I don't and yeah, na adom binti and na yewo ho. I think Mami Canada will be joining us soon. I'm missing some of my crew, but by the time we go along, no, we will get them later on. I think JM will be joining us so that we hear what's up with Ghana, what's going on in Ghana, and all that. The one and only Kelly, of course. The show cannot go on without BSR. Anna, BSR,
ah,
yes.
yes, sir. Yeah. So,
See, see, I'm getting it.
oh,
The show,
Metro, more details no more. Mm.
thank you. The show cannot go on without the one and only BSR. BSR has to be in the house before anything else. Auntie, we salute you all. Bra Kwame, thank you very much for joining us. One and only producer, director. And Bra Kwame is all in one. Or to say one size fits all. If you go to the store, you can say one size fits all. That's more like Bra Kwame right there. And see, we thank him so much for making this show possible. Muamutie and Ghana and other part of the world, London and all over. We thank you all for joining us today. Keeping It Real talk show, the one and only show. We keep it real. And when we say keeping it real, no, we are not joking. We really keep things real. We say it like it is. We advise you, and boom, boom, that's it. And then we're going to talk more about life. I have a story. I do have a story, but the person that brought the story to me asked me to wait and hold on before bringing it out. Reason why is ɔpɛ sɛ ɔno nso ɛwɔ sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛka story na wetie na wehu nea ɔmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛyɛ ansa na ɔno nso aba so. Ɛna ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ more investigation about the story before bringing it to us. Onim sɛ yɛn deɛ with the story ba we are going to ask questions. We are just not going to take your story and say, oh, okay, blah, blah. No, we don't do that. We ask questions and we want to know whatever it is. We want you to investigate more before bringing it to us. So until your person hear the right thing before us going into it. So we're going to postpone that story for next week, Sunday. And being the day that we just change our time, no, this is the first day I assess your time. So we are working things out to find out how it will go. Internet. There was a story going around on Facebook. I don't know if you guys heard about it. A teacher had three teachers actually having sex with a student, and Nakrono decided to take money from the teachers. No, Omo and the students. No, any idea? Story where Wukayana is like a dead news. So somebody will say, "Oh, this is a dead news. You don't have to talk about it." But you know what? It's something that is going on in our world. Mika our world. Ghana is our world. Is our land, and seni ni bie aba. Now up till now, we have such things going on. Now, only God knows what students are actually going through with this free education that is going on. Only God knows what students are going through back home. Now, Bibisa Asia, you ask yourself, say, what are the authorities doing about it? You know, I pity the girl. So you would bar. What actions are you going to take? You talking on Keeping It Real Talk show, no, you saying your peace of mind on this show can help somebody who could be in the same predicament, on voice out yet, but is going through that, Ebiana Obia promising BB. You don't know who is listening, you don't know who is watching. So when we bring these topics out, we want you to contribute no matter what. No matter what, just voice out and say something. Just put yourself in someone's shoe. Wow, now bring your advice, whatever. And to BB say, I'm just gonna put this on the show, on the floor right now, because it's disturbing. And then I'm going to bring some spicy stuff. So if you know you are on it, please don't go away, because we are going to go deep into stuff. Now, Bra Kwame, I want to start with you. Let's say this Tita and the issues of Omodi girl no da for Sikai. Let's say this girl were to be your sister.
Okay.
What are you
Um,
gonna do? Or what are your actions? What would be your action?
the story started with the folks. The the child girl no, just 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She was just 14. And then these two, three, 1 year assistant headmaster and 2 year teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Then all they did was to take turns with this 14-year-old girl. And then uh, I may increasing volume now.
That's about from Kaka. I don't know if
How,
other
how
people have.
about now? How about now?
It's still the same, but okay, we'll make it work. Patrick, yeah.
Um, I don't know. So maybe I have to bring because of the way now I'll have to lower the but anyway, my mechanic does so I join and aha. Okay, what happened was these three teachers, and the 14-year-old girl, died, and she became pregnant. The 14-year-old girl. Now, 14-year-old girl, pregnant. Instead, they say, I didn't overturn I didn't over to the police. They didn't. So the family went to the chief of the town, and then when they say, "Want to ask," and the teachers, the town, a year, and say, "Okay, to Sadia, the teacher should pay 7,000 each." He said, "Well, they didn't go to Accra." Check it, but we'll be checking the background, and he said, "Well, in the background says little noise, but no matter." But the other young and they say they took the SARS, it's kind of like they were bagging. They go to this, say, also, yeah, own 7,000, also, I want to, they came up to 5,000 each, which is 15,000. And I want catch teachers, and they said they also have to pay, say, 100 cedis a month. What is a girl, no? Now, instead, they said, one they did not even give the teacher the money to the girl, no? I said, yeah, the share girl, no, the people in the town share the money. No? The Aquarano did not get anything out of it. Now, say AMA, it will not go that far. So what you say, because I don't think say me kontrama obi abetrans ya be catch them say yen na wo ntuaka. In the first place, massa Aquarano life. Most are three useless teachers na mo Ghana. We are useless, hopeless, minimum how they are still in the school teaching. Say, the Minister of Education, first of all, the first thing they have to do to sack these teachers. Not sack them, but put them in jail. Because when you are Korea, would defile a Korea or under age now, you should go to jail. So it's automatically you do could whether say DNA na say one na you akora nada. First of all no kra no say e jail. Now my jai they say me know what is going on with the case because me sure say the news no was trying to let the Ministry of Education knows about these things now that was going on in that country, in that part of the world. Ukraine, so you know, me momo dear, say you remember bad I don't think say maybe the teacher no, I'll probably be in jail by now because me said by this time no, my baby you better be because me my own for and if I have to pay somebody no, to do whatever that they're supposed to do to you, I will do that because never no one say in life. And you are all going to go on your life. No one say in life. Oh, any it's not going to work. It in the media make kind of say, I hope say you will survive the encounter. And yes, we didn't because media me kind of on the radio because meaning what I would do. Set me banner wo teacher ni a wadi over 30 something years na kora na be school now the ne air say koto ade we brem no ba na akoshe na akoshe dem no akobie no wa hell no hell no hell no ade first of all yes in conform with ha they do some certain things we are some somebody like a 6-year-old girl, not one of a 6-year-old girl, a near 40 something to 50 years, not of a 6-year-old girl, not a soul transit. First of all, what they should have done is to castrate you. Seriously. I mean, I'm say you take it, you castrate you, but you can't really nephew. Now, what by yourself? No. I didn't engage my as I will you can't if you because I don't know what they say. But the moment they are coming, they may you know, I'm saying telling you more something.
Yeah. Some more. Some but first of all, I will see who say. I mean, personally, me think say this particular scenario, no, a human problem. It's your Chrome hacker. Yeah, but I mean, say multiple teachers are involved in something like that. Ever since I've been here, I've not had anything like that. But I mean, say oftentimes, so there are instances where you have teachers sleeping with their students, both women and men. But once there is a system in place that will deal with you.
Of course.
There's a system in place. The laws are effective. Okay, and there's a lot of exposure. And also, that whole worship of authority, yeah, system no obey before you complain. It is a way we will be kwana sa wo kana wa unko for na omudi musuma beka say oh we true no ombu ade so it asem ne ba ubehunu ani eku asem but first and foremost no that's a young girl with 14 years old and then you have people who are supposed to be her trainers, her guardians, who are abusing their authority to put her in a very uncompromising position. Also, it's also about Okan because Okoka na yeah coach no yeah giving the. So now the parents no so no as I say oh where headmaster or headmaster don't person you betting you make us no against headmaster. And also no another thing I'm very considering say oh so same way Pia e be go your family name. So the idea say or the fact say a child's life is being destroyed no, is not important. what is important is saving face. The idea a war is society too much. You know, if say you from this particular show no, and this particular channel now, I hope say the one thing that most of our listeners and indeed all of us can take from this is say we have been doing things a certain way for a long time. And by virtue of just how our situation is evolving, and going. So for once, let's just start doing things different. Let us be more vocal. Let us pursue value instead of success. Say me per se, meeting ebeye papa, I'd rather just do what is accepted by the society, We should start speaking the truth. We should start holding your parents and those in authority, to task. Because those in authority, we call them public servants. Will be a servant. Dictionary, we're going to say who is a servant? Is a person who serves. It's almost authority. It comes from their service. They are not there to lord it over us. It's me Germany say me a president and I'm a minister. Me for honorable. It is what you are going to do that will determine whether you're honorable or not. Also, I want to see if Sikana Eba sorry no. Is it going back into the community to improve the lives of the people? If it's not, I'm not going to hold it in high esteem. That is just my personal decision. Now, so who you're honorable, who you're headmaster, and you get involve yourself. I want to say you castrate you, as far as I'm concerned.
Some element already. There's a castrate to bear, castrate you try the
I want to say castrate you because you abuse your authority. You took advantage of a 14-year-old girl. What's saying in life?
Of course.
So, this whole culture of we should, once a person becomes an MP or becomes a DC or an MC, all of a sudden, or even a headmaster or an authority figure, all of a sudden they are untouchable. And now, or you say me a pastor, and I'm a man of God. That means you can't even question them. That is something that, for the life of me, I just don't understand. Because in any case, you are a servant. You are supposed to serve. So how does it flip? How is it that now that you're a servant, so now you're untouchable? I'll say beside that question. Once we take that in away, I think so those in authority, would start appreciating, say, you're not untouchable. Because I know they're queen. We share the cost of Ghana and in Africa, especially this year. That's what is killing us. We are too in love with getting favors from these so-called authority figures. The same people now more brainer better so we will yeah, because I'm sure it's happened more often than not.
More because when after that, and a teacher be on also said there was a student here on also some for catcher and say one way away MCS spice here GED so GED no on by testing for catcher and say yeah no embrane emission be na on money on fight testing man na the thing is say oben anyway because obi a who also am say as we be tie radio but ma lower road mu ha kakra esro na onye yi onfa ade no emre no ami si on so onfa ade emre no omre ni fie na chese nka oya na chese odi ku fesi na ma no e na girl no luckily no ono de o ka kire ne brother the teacher na say no so okay wo de ntwen ko ni fie na yehwe the time again ne call your teacher ne ye ready say we na tade o ba be ipe na ne brothers ne ne crofo ne nyina be pie o ne so na I mean who share video na it was just it was so horrible say who share akwe nim pa just na who share akwada yi a ono feel say one ne ba be yes ade we say no man e it's just a idea air course all the time so the way say can and yet just a nurse more it's been going on for a while Now, yeah, no, I need the teacher. No, say you transfer an fee. I say transfer an fee. Don't you know? Say, or the same thing or somewhere else. Castrate anybody who have sex with underage child. Period. Media. No. JM also. Mami Canada.
Yeah, me also na and then me camera no me no I don't know. I try
All right. And so what did you can?
yeah, me tie.
Okay.
Oh, we dey me late kakra mo fa nche me tiefo.
All right.
E dey ready ase wa ma na otwe abeto ye biem. Ase da na e dey ma no. Me tie sa story no. Me follow na me pese me hu how won ebe handle aye nafa. No kware ade we akoso pa me carry in those days kwa me na me wo fie. Bra kwa me e kom fie opposite top way actually no say no. Now there was a Banshubi all left sir. One of our teachers I know on Chemadi or Methodist. Girl no ote mufie ho kwaku ben mo a brother baako eye enuanu.
Abrosign no na.
Right. Enti or the books ko Saturday okosini ni masa fe hwe na onyem. Onyem ye me work la ya akọrọ ne se papa teacher yi o deny say enyo no but akọrọ ne kura na nche no wuwu ye. Me the point I make e wa ha ne say ahemfo no anya ade so ho momo ahemfo no magi asem na tena so asem we ne se ko police wo right away so ho mogi agi sika no a mo sukura mo make sure sika na ye de man no whether say ye de man na mo kura mo gi sika na ye den are you muna mo ye that was so wrong until the buy and say youth na ne wo kro no mo no central region atwifo I forgot the name of your friend is saying only friend twifo bibi Hansoji o si Hansoji bibi e was central region also
Down be yes.
the youth no and the original I say no even as ahemfo no so decision na make here no enye
Yeah.
nti won na sorry gina e na on report o sa ayi no ma police for no so na police for no so mu na ye kan right away necessary only free school ho because mu nim other students on betimi aye won sa so Ghana no emra bebre ade we e wo ho but enye okay is bibi ti say we e very important a young girl of 14 na reporter na odi kan chroye no o make statement bi I say ne maame de owo we say no ne maame so e wo 40 years no no the way it's like a trend or a circle so but regardless how she was brought up from the this is not right because muntimi enka say nipa miensa honestly assistant headmaster na crack but I may be wrong.
Yeah, outside master and count 1 3.
Only 3 assistant headmaster no and a teachers just money do 4 day. So very wrong. Very wrong. But
like me pamucha wo we de mama Canada me ntwa no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nia me pese bibisa ne say according to the story, no, it sounds like girl no knows what she's doing. It's not like a rape case though.
No, where the MSM no be before so be quite wrong in a sense say.
She's under 14 only 16. So this 16 and 18 crown will make it that decision. And now listen, ne maame no feel ho no they are poor. And I make us say na me follow we say no. Now I wasn't only reading about a girl be an amesumino what other platform or no Ghana sapom ho chiradi o bibisa. Nti ono na me hu ye na me friend na me say story we na mati. Nti ono na echire mu echire me say so Oniska, and no way maniska, so on yes, obey. The woman was not even home. So and I know dear, whether say or yeah, she's under I don't know.
We are adult, so what you say. You should
A
know
whole teacher.
what the say Aprana di 14. Now we a teacher no. You should know better. So you should know better. Don't tell me.
It's an issue. It's an issue of responsibility. And I can say it's an issue of responsibility. So we did 14, I said, or even if the child is poor, it is expected, say, by virtue of being in authority, you will make the right decisions, right? It is just by decision, they should be sacked. That's the first thing. This should be a criminal investigation.
So castrate the guy, and yes, sack. Me sack. Uko sack na obeko baby fufro.
But so first and foremost, you dismiss them, make an example of them. But and I make us say, yes, system. First and foremost, we have to ask ourselves why this keeps happening. It keeps happening because of the system. Now, you woman. In fact, teacher Kojo, for example, there is a lot of craziness that's going on in the Ghana Education Service. Teacher Kojo took it upon himself, so Teacher Kojo, to expose this thing. Where is the uproar? Other than Ghana phone, so can say, Papa Dioye, or he's shining a light on something that's a cancer, that's a disease. But who share comments now? There are people who are actually jubilating, say, so there's a problem. There's a problem in the system. I dream just say there's a problem. And then you imagine this whole obey before you complain, a friend say, and then that's not my anointed mentality near one. And they queen.
Kelly, I think me try with one, but maybe mukakra. Me going to Ghana and being in Ghana for some time, I've learned a lot. And like you said, there is a problem. It's a big one. It's not. I don't think say it has to do. I mean, the authorities and the laws and whatever is also involved, though. But the majority, I would say, 80% of the problem we have in Ghana. African mentality is black thing. I won't say black, but I don't even know how to put it because Sawushe Senya Saudi Abrofo and Udio Bruni any black ejina their way of thinking ni yen way of thinking totally different. Sometimes when I feel say your culture no and then my dream senya yes dream. But like you said, look at it, teacher Kudo. The things that he's doing now, bringing some of these bad things out for us to know what goes on in Ghana education centers. No, so say no, they are jubilating. Say yasaki no. Well, I'll make another example. So biwo Ghana naso niska oyohienia. I said some when you come bahu because of omu niska no said den you. Se bibi crampo si feno so tunchen. Se bibi crampo si wa Ghana. Our way of thinking, no. Sometimes me to me sure depending me call Ghana. Me to me sure we name like are you for real? Like seriously? I don't know what him for. Where is the common sense? Where is the brain? Where is it? Like something is missing up here. Wow, that's what I think. There's something missing. Because they don't want to use their knowledge. Nobody wants to use their common sense. They don't want to use their knowledge. They don't. IQ no ni ho.
That I'm patrol. So sorry.
JM also na I'm saying you say Ubeka bibi because I'm saying keep on our sense of credit and Kayman time na on kakra na fe. JM so also Kelly upa we would be na me my JM member.
Okay. They make kind of say, and I'll keep harping on this. I'll keep saying this. Well, Sisi I know say me police is na me tough for man. Me kwahwe baby am atonu. Me hwe de mama e police. That is what is missing. Say baby, if something is happening constantly, and I keep going to the symptoms and not going to the root cause of the thing, guess what happens? It will keep happening.
Yeah.
And when it will get to a point that it's sad. Oh, sanity. Ghana the sanity. That is what is happening.
And especially you know what they say? They'll tell you so Ghana the sana and I had the sana no ha. They are not ready for change. No, they don't want to change.
It's, and I may make us say, the minute everything is based on belief, you take out logic. And when you take out logic, everything can be explained. So, it's, I was here beside and say, why does this keep happening? For instance, because, this whole idea of slave queens, when you start talking to some of these girls, you start interacting with some, what you say, it is born out of desperation.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's just like way. The parents, for the parents say something like this may be happening. But because of poverty, because they are so poor, they don't even know how to, sometimes they are forced to keep quiet.
Yeah.
So, which is why, and I make us say, yeah, what diaspora, it is very important, say, no matter what, no matter how bad our situation is, here in the diaspora, we are better off.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the way we project ourselves when we are dealing with our people who are back home. We have to make sure, say, we move away from that way. Now a different idea about this. There's a better way of doing things. It's just idea where the way we are talking about it, that is how we are supposed to be doing it. No, it's wrong. And if we even have to have a pressure group, a forces said, baby as our teachers, we were this kind of then you. Now I show much you are making an example of them. We have to do it. Because so long as they are walking around free, it will keep happening.
Kelly, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We really appreciate you. Sanya James, our line is no. James, I pesa wo be mu na wo kan ya made kire yen kakra. As what is going on in Ghana.
MC you anim grow. Olite duma na.
Mo fanche me camera no kwa se mi dum no na me nye no offer because mi wo keta mi ni enkran sesi a.
Oh, okay.
So I have to force say mi ni se mi ntina mo de time na ba ni mi ntie na wo se mi be mu by force.
Oh,
so
wow.
Baby, I mean when I say light near low kakara so mo fanche.
Okay, be fan sir. So na me ka se
me follow her or her for.
Hey, we are here, Muchran.
Okay, me follow Bajinyere.
Hey,
get this session.
Akoni mi atogbo mi ha mi for. Meda obi bi ase na fi memo obi bi apaba eba VitalGH so.
To a udia like the can hear right.
Yeah, so credit nasa kana yembwa wo na we de.
Emba na Emba
Ye too boy kasa. Ye too boy.
Me nim story no emu de hu asem pot na mo ka na asem mo ka raping ho asem nkwa de me nim Mr. Bisa.
Oh no. Koso spicy.
Well, it's about it's not is the story itself, but I think we have given our views to the story and with you knowing say you all the way in Ghana, we want to know what's going on in Ghana.
Okay, Madam Asina Fimema etie for nyina kwa ba the issue no me started from baby Kelly ND.
Okay.
I remember very well say me started Kasa Semo with 2 years aba. Oh, VitalGH radio so. Se muna mo diaspora no. Na ye nana no mo ni o nyankopa daro mama nya kakra no. Na wo mo trimu ni madwi ni mo nsuso em se mo pese mo di nsisa e bi bagana no. Se mo ti diaspora ha mo kasa ntumi nsisa ade no. Na mo se ni o se ND say whatever thing they will do for them say if you be arrested sanipa na so be tu sanipa ne tu so sa sene be ya be nsan da homa foforo no and no the only solution e masade no ma me nkyerɛ mu the reason tia one senior spice o ka no na Ghana ha onni sika wasɛm ye mmɔbɔ two eyen hihye a enu hofo ne mpanifo ayese se wo manfo hu to mu a enya de a ombetumi ahye wase biom da every say omo freedom a de obeka bi omo ntie eno nti politics botae ne say yebekọ kọji busia de ba ye mfa nye ye de ma ye manfo ne mo ye be ma makoso abre ho na se du so ye beto aba na ye frem ombedi mirika ba abaji eburu na ye di be ma that time no eno nti se ba ne sa na de amumu ka bia na be ye adwuma eno nti obeti se obi a repeal obi wo school mu no na sa teacher ni no, and don't forget say teacher for your form mu adwuma mu bia no emu be 90% omunkrofo wa ban mu.
Yep.
Eno nti ni power ban mu no wa repeal obi no, are you expecting say enchi ni ntuma na? No, because ye be kama no eno nti ye nyama mienu say ye be yi ne die ye be ka say transfer no ana say ye be yi ne die free teaching mu na di na kwhye ebia president office bi ba ebia nde ho no wu nim wadwene say ye ne di eno nti de betumi asesa ne say mi kan de bia se monti eku ahodo mu de mu wo ho de but eku no wo ha se ne binum agiga na nse kasa na face the country na say no yatumi akomumu bia na da bi, then those people will talk. They will omu di nyama hodo be gugu akwan ma betumi ayi free ho enye sa paade a misramu yen yi free ho se bibifo adwin ni Ghana sa na eye no ani sana yempanifo na build system no maaye eno nti sana yesi ye ribe dili nti until se mumu be hwe se dia makọ ho ho se ye papa yeso ye di implement e betumi aboa no na enye mu de ye di be yi amamere free ho na ye di focus at dia tu dia see ho se ye di Christianity e di be yi busum Africa na ye di Christianity e di be yi bonsam Africa na meanwhile udi yare ni di koma osofo sesia ontumi nsa ne yare da ba odi yade ni koma de ye kasa onu bonye wudi ni a onu bonye nkosi asem na onu bontumi sane yade ho na wo se adwi hu tuntu say then sanyama mienu we no de hi na ye di destroy ye humo every say me kana misaka bi say ye ka raping party sorry dem na ekoso ni de ne mban enti na mo fi say ekoso school ni de keka hom, so please ye ma focus no nye say ye di hihye bi ba na ya be sese man no de asi ni de esi abesi omuntumi nye hwefa ho every say sa na omo sese system no ebia ne se mo ke bibie se chicha kodwo ye ne di no nkrofo bebi yes de ntia nkrofo bebre ni be gi ne se chicha kodwo ehun se nyama ekoso ho no e wo se tumi sisa no every say na enye sa na etie ka ne se de nyama kobo ni o, but people think say what he's doing wrong every say sa na o ma build system no ma ye say enyama nkoya ense se wo beka ema obi atine bu nkoka chepene no, meanwhile asem no so koka chepene no say hey ka wantum wanhwe yo koka ye be yodi sa system no na e build e nti misremu sa nyama no de ekoso wo Ghana ebia na ye mini wo kasa pokra bi koso ba mba bonte obeye de ati pase mu di system papa ba se ne ho na de ne si oso mu kra omutumi hu omutumi ti omutumi ye hwehwemu na ade no, we can do the same thing here. Na de bia mi kasa Ghana ye wo more than dia fufro wo na so sa fufro no tumi ye dia enne ye ntumi nya ende ye sua ye betumi ye more than dia ye pese ye. So Ghana de se in fact oba Ghana de Christmas bad e ba no question ni upie kokroma nothing ka bibia ni krom nipa ni krom nti na me bia me fi bia omu nisika ye nisika me kan say ye nisika nti ye so say be kokrom nti senia kane no munim say Christmas bedu na town to me ye beje binyaminya na wonya ba bi kram fa no they say opie kokrom a lord kwan so kra kan no kra e bi ni ho na nka pese e bi nipa ko gu krom say wonya ba bi mfa eno pe ene de ekoso Ghana free say emre bi atwom ne de na vice president bi no see Ghana we are suffering, but say they be me try amount for comment say Ghana we are bleeding, say they bleeding nti mu bisa no ne wo ho mu na ni so no so mu betumi abesisa system no mu anye dia and the Rebecca na ya no ya asa.
I Kelly.
Yeah, maybe just to buttress what GM Ekas is here. See, yeah, Sunday school, your chair say there was a statue, a strong nail gold, in the chest, a silver, and a bed than say other metals, and the 9 bay and iron. Yeah, Kaisa story. No? The statue of a friend saying, statue now is in the book of Nebuchadnezzar say, why a dreaming of earth. No, it's a story much older than the
Nebuchadnezzar
Bible.
die no.
Yes, they die. No. It's a story much older than that. For Sumeria, they actually have that story there as well. And Omuka say, a buobi, nasa buono, it wasn't fashioned by human hands. But we call almost story now. Sa buono is a stone of destiny, the stone of wisdom, the stone of knowledge.
Sabon
The stone of knowledge. Okay.
And nobody has say
yes. Yena yewo a diaspora. We are that stone. We have been refined. We have been made for instance, stronger by virtue of our experiences. It is a statue now, air causing problems, no carnage, no. Africa, no. It is us that can solve that. That is the main reason for BSR. You see knowledge, business, and direct social impact. Knowledge, no, be my society dream. Business, be my isika. Now, social impact, and you're improving. It is until say ever start about doing that way. No, the JMA canon. That is exactly what is happening. Okay, book we are. That is what the guy is saying. Say they've intentionally built the system in such a way. Say the citizens will be desperate. It is V8. No, they will continue to buy the V8 every 2 years. Imagine loans soon. They are better every 2 to 4 years. Why? Because they have become the ruling elite. It is a yena your diaspora no. Say you move 20% po. I decide to say, you know what? The cost we say anye bibia. Ebeto sing to the point just say Africa babe a wasteland. It I was say then you're forming partnerships, you're forming groups. You're be willing to use our knowledge and our resources to build an oasis, an enclave. Just say ebema before opportunity no. Yentu ya yenda. Because the GMA can nuclear part, the system has been built to say only the rich and elite, okay, will have access. It is a yena yo diaspora yan sorry. Na yan kasi be can nuclear and I would take the right action one. And you forget it. Yet na hajin.
All right. Remember, spicy ko. Me ba kusi se obeba. Some time ago, there was my voice near clear this time. Kelly.
yeah.
Very loud. Yeah, it's good.
Well, the reason why I'm voice is I said I'm mute one of the microphones. Some time ago, this guy, Russian Prime Minister, my friend, Joseph Stalin. So could be a guy Joseph Stalin.
Yeah, the guy.
Russian prime or not Russian either president
Premier.
premier. Okay, he says something. Yeah. It was so bad, but what he said, and what he did, if you look at what he did now, it's the same thing. Winning. Joseph Stalin, the live chicken, live, echo, like one party boroughs, one White House, or whatever they call it. And he started plugging the feathers, live from the chicken, live. And the chicken was bleeding. To set or plug every feather beer from the chicken. And after that, now chicken was bleeding. He started throwing corn on the floor for the chicken as he was going, and the chicken was following him and picking up the corn. The Nkrofo was asking, say, why did he this is so bad? He said, why did you do that? This is wicked. As someone kind of say, that's how people are. No matter how you treat them, no, if you give them something now, they will follow you. See what I mean? That is what he was trying to tell you. Still, because after that, hey. You will be 2 CDs. You follow. Come dinner. You will be so what kind of another book could be a Bonhoeffer, boyfriend of Bonhoeffer theory of stupidity. What will be a cook YouTube? Here, Bonhoeffer theory of stupidity is the same thing. During the Nazi time, this guy was telling these people, they say, you don't have to follow these people because these people are going to kill you. They didn't listen. Until said, you bet you no Bonhoeffer and didn't go to prison. And then his books now are showing it's about the Nazis. So what these people were doing, it will backfire. Now, most stay away from the people. Did not listen to him. Women, 2 weeks before this guy was executed, and that's why they liberated the German, the US, and then the China, whatever, Russia for now. But yes, no one could do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you read his books now, the same thing. Human beings don't realize because not it's so you're so stupid. Say that's what the Bonhoeffer was saying. People are so stupid. Say whatever they don't really have a means of saying. Say okay, basically, you are doing BSR, and nobody has idea. We say okay, you, but what he thinks, they say okay, oh yeah, we say in India, and I have to follow you. Kakra bi a ɔde bɛma no biara no ɔyɛ dɛn ɔbɛyɛ accept. So ɔdi w'akyi saa de ɔka sɛ ɛdi why sɛ si wohwɛ ayi a why sɛ ministers no bi ka kyerɛ sɛ this guy is my enemy nti ne mo nkoku no ma me. Then they go and kill the person. So wonim sɛ saa de wei sɛ yɛkyerɛ wo a ɔno wobɛtumi adefende ne ho wontumi but you don't work with him. All these two things, what they call YouTuber, Joseph Stalin, and Bonhoeffer theory of stupidity. They call Bonhoeffer's theory of stupidity. And and Joseph Stalin, they call Joseph Stalin, what he did and what he said. But the cost we say a stupid person will follow somebody who will give him direction. That's how it means. Because if I catch a cool level, cool right,
Joseph Stanley, me kind of kakra. Now, what the Russians still are only following is one for so a hero. Is he
Bonhoeffer
Soviet?
Obiafo so a hero.
Or a hero, yeah, or a hero. Or a hero now. All detective and Yama so I'm so 1953 or so.
Yeah.
I read a little bit about him. Oh yeah.
But also, yeah, I'm Patrick also.
No. Let me decide. So, who kindness? About the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, me kind. Kakra. Me kind. Yeah, otutu ne ntakra bi no.
Yeah.
Hey, wicked. Owie na me so otu obro and aduane ma. I don't know.
And the chicken starts to follow.
Otutu ntakra na akokɔ ne ho ayi nyanka na moja so akokɔ ne ho. Or you're more than Hitler. Only the or you're too bad.
He was so bad. He was so bad to the extent, say, he died by heart attack. People were even afraid to go and check on him. They could have saved him. Apparently, they could have saved him. They literally reversed everything. The systems, they reversed Khrushchev. They really got rid of Stalin. Well, but it a culture. We say, can be Ghana. There's a culture of silence. It the mistake. They say we are mistaking silence for peace. It is these leaders when they come, they put you in a situation where who tries to overcome the crana, you both in bonnet. They say, Tija Kojo de they will find a way and get rid of you and then make it where you now become the pariah. And they're also. How do we remedy this? Knowledge is power. It's a who here pass it says show important says ideas here king. The better it's your phone say who nipa na wogyina hɔ no woyɛ nyame na sɛ woyɛ nyame a de bɛma wo tumi ni ɛne nimdeɛ a wo bɛyɛ de wobɛsua and nimdeɛ ɛnyɛ book mu adesua ɛno ne sɛ wo bɛtena ase na woadwen ho sɛ okay deɛ ɛkɔ so yi nyansa bɛn na wɔ mu na sɛ ɔsɔfo bi ana obi bɛgya w'ani ka kyerɛ sɛ ɛsan sɛ wei ɛyɛ asanteni ana wei akyem ni nti no ana wei ebe ni nti no ɔyɛ ɔtamfo kyina hɔ na dwen sɛ nipa no a yɛsɛ ɔyɛ me tamfo no then bɔne bɛn na wayɛ me ana sɛ ɔsɔfo bi bɛka kyerɛ sɛ ɛyi wo maame yɛ bonsam ana ɔyɛ before sound sɛ bɔne bɛn na me maame ana me nua na ayɛ me you want to use why and the more you use your mind the more you sit down and meditate on these things nyansa any wisdom any knowledge in the womb it will be made available to you. That is the real education. If you do something say now say minister be and politician within no can't be you will be able to step up and say no they're okay me no nyadri also then we will all become like the followers that can want some more you broke it to be my and that is how our system and our lives become destroyed.
Media adeɛ baako so a me pɛsi atiefo etie maamefo youthfo mu nyina mu tie ne sɛ muhu nneɛma bi a ɛna yɛka no sɛ wobɛgyina hɔ nko a bɛgyina hɔ aka deɛ wahu sɛ ɛnokware no your own people no will put you down. And I'm talking from experience. My brother issue yi osofo ne nyonko sofo no my brother assistant principal or a BTF training college or no principal or osofo presbyterian ni sofo just because seminu ane kan okware ni ntino just papa ni twi ya the last minute oyini di fi payroll mu nti hwese obi a wo hwe ne mba 4 then it turned out say me na me be hwe nkwala nyina because the system is so corrupt from the moderator from the one did this one only nim nsam ni nyina me hwe kofie but it didn't work. Why? Nti no yes nti wo dwindwi say yiwe hu a na wo bisa say nti ye de ben ye be free sa ade na ya moa ye hu wo mu no nti obi a wo ye young girl no, so teacher, I catch yourself for we coffee, but don't follow. Would your money here? The old mammy no papa won't be to me the show. Take it.
But when you saw
take it because that is the issue. Into one young warrior for but now person would do who bought one cana. You don't know. And these things are also going on in universities. I remember before the pandemic, your friend is saying University of Legon, right? Only said that I think hidden camera something. Who finding out the girls were going to do exams. Professor Anisi said, "Now whatever will be fail." Look at that. See, I'm thinking. See, is it the right thing? Why? How do you? Bia a son say yeah a mountain only right away because now I think say international students be so and making it big until they had no and already so let me say one company who see that particular professor no or your problem on the on yeah. Do you know how many students who went through similar can was me until look at that. The only food say a normal. And a Kelly will can your system into a year, aha, one war a year. Oh, Casacra now, Shato Akolanakra, you are abusing her.
Yeah, abusing the
You have
child.
to be very careful. Teacher for all her dear hands are like this, tight, close. You can never, because the parents are involved. You hear the parents' voice, and you are not going to get away with it. No. Recently, even grade 5, boys in our classroom or whatever, and a teacher and a catcher and say, okay, for doing this, and you're not going to play the basketball, whatever. Or being coffee and uncle Bob or my mama and saying, or teacher them understand at the war, one. Parents in a teacher, no, question what happened. Look at that. So the parents are also involved. Until you won't get away with. You won't get away with. Until Gaya can say, yeah, I hope we say, now also so look at this. I don't think you see your parent teacher, a year Juma. I don't know. You see, you go through the system knowing nothing apart from the book. Now, see when you see that's it. No skills to no communication skills very important, but sometimes somewhere we lack it because you're not training maybe. Yeah, anyone say, oh, you book long, you know this and do, but not all lucky be a word tree. And see, maybe I kasa we radio, one 80, they will pass it on. They will
Mami
pass it on. And
Canada,
system
they all
so
kind of
won't find a way. I said, when
Christ,
we reading one of honestly, the school counselors. Where are the counselors when Adio were happening? Where were they? The question is, where were they? Thank you.
Christ,
What's that? The question is say, number one, there's desperation. It's not because say, yeah, you're diaspora. No. What's that? Mami Canada. The okay, I say, a experience I have you. So, almost feel you don't have that experience because the structures are just not in place. It's until say, yeah, you're diaspora. No. You be taking it upon ourselves that to whom much is given, much is expected. And what is our role in the next level development of maybe if it will only get worse. So because critical thinking, friend, the critical thinking, they call Legon. 2 years now, me want Legon as a ban. I never took a course in critical thinking, not one. It's so who nipa na no unye inquisitive and I say unyo bia you take ownership of your own development and award education no enya dia sa nyama ye bechiro. So the ecosuinan our system lacks critical thinking. Just say to be able to sit down the information we to be able to sit down and think critically through things no enya dia ye train.
They lack it. They're true.
Wow. And a very, very intentional. I do my JM can. Oma Shedan Oma Yen say, we want to create a bunch of followers. It yena yewohana ya kosku ha ya share some of these things. It behooves us say because say a mimi responsibility say obo ade adomina sisi a menya kakra na. I should be able to be part of something that would ensure say we will create a system, a bit near effective change back home. So, it is not in the interest of our so-called leaders and our so-called religious leaders. Look at what the Christian Council is doing in Ghana. Yeah, they've all been bought. It is a Christian Council. It means kasa so-called political leaders anymore. Why are they?
Yes.
and now maybe can say the senior Mami Canada say can say ebia wichicha ni say Jade Kofi Mana menjia. My question and the whole issue ni say so na sana na ewo ho kania na no kani no Mami Canada obetumi abesuma mimi ba say koto ade bre me obekọ aba me complaini sa de na wakosuma me ba. But let's come to this area. frita bra ye this ade we ba say ye kwa sorry ananya mesuma na say ye nye politics ana say ye nye we no e na akoba ni say obi kosuma obi bakra o ye before ene mami Canada obedu Ghana ha na unim ukonum si o asimesi ho a obuso obekezi menye sa nti ade na ye di ntitimu etu ye ntam ena omu na omu ka kire yen se sebio eweni no oyo enemy ntitan no ntifa border to ni ntem asantini no oyo enemy ntifa border to ni ntem no onu de wanye sa border de ni bi na mu ni krom oko up and down enu nti se na mami Canada wasika no ye school mu na was start how can say ye babeku school ni aka say don't speak vernacular. Meanwhile, vernacular no na kwara no be kan sana dia wo kan watumi atiase ye.
You're so stupid. Sorry to say this.
Nanso enne mami Canada wo di ubaba school wa Ghana ha on ka vernacular o. Enye sa ye be pam na be fie. Enu nti dia
mimi China nko hwe. Moko China momba aha mehwe ayi
India ye penny for say. So woman mun kwara ni de mu ho a muntumi ndi omoso. Because woman say youth no na ye future for generation nti se ne aye nananom mu kunkum omo no this time wo say saade no mu ntumi nya biem nti no and omo de befa education religious and those borders enu nti we oye be form enko ne fie enu de mpapemu aba wo ho we oyo enemy fa border to ntem o de mpapemu aba men cover ne kola school nature say ye jiw kasa so aye de everyone no enu nti mami Canada say na o se kasa e ko school in this country in fact wo be do Ghana ha ne na wo bisa SS ni say wo wie school be ye there o say I don't know
Onim
bi bisa university graduate wa wie university akonafti awie sa time na vital studio ho na o buy say obeye practical no nim se na epia console na mi bisa ntinti uku school no na wo botae se wo beye den o so nim owie na yeso nko journalism school a university graduate enunti yesiman vernacular nti no the practical field of there was say ye as bibini anase Ghana ni no onim the only man say wa read book ni gu ni tim gbag ba obedo ho na o ka chen say we your friend console onim send ye piano up and down and sana wo dia kasa na ye kama wa radio so enunti na mimi ka say papa bia na no for UK ba ebe humi ono so odi ni mani nyina baga na so mbesua twi ye because omu nyina mo anti kasa no eye time say because mami Canada de mu kan nyina ho ye wo fie ochina bi sebio ye baba betina mu se ba mu ba ebeba be more than the ye femene efri say wonni ho na ekodu mre bi na yese ubanko fia ubantumi nka vernacular ena system no so ma jaya mana destroy nti obane ba betina he meanwhile yese on free na asase so no nko na asase so enu nti na ye mu bi ye kasa say we ye brema mu amu ho say mu beba mu pata mu be ye bia mu be take over se mu be bua na ma push back se ko parliament mu fa bota e bi hye ne trim so wo ho no matter what it is na ye de wo ho se ko ye say
yes
mu pia na mu nya be half wo ho a then
yes.
You know what you are about to do because
yes.
the one of you mra no
yes
but se mu te ho ne ko ye kasa nko
yes true. I agree with you that one. I agree
but Canada this year no independent candidate here support mami Canada vote na ye de kwa parliament e nyama mienu sika na wa wotumi de dro obi a wose me boa na be challenge me sika ni wa wotumi de dro na mo de kwa parliament ho nti wo be hu say ye mpani for ko do parliament ho mu fie because o ma dwene say nye ye vote na ye vote no anya nu na edi o mo ko ho because e dro na o mo ko de na
lack of wisdom.
They can do something for you guys.
Yes. And then can be say Madam Spice is into call you go to ohuhu nneɛma wei no mu bi na
Yeah,
say
I'll catch you more than their office.
Me me call
I start
February me call for 3 weeks. Yeah, me who in M1. Me start call September another 2 weeks.
I'm interested in this.
Yes, sir.
the point in see wo mu si yɛkasa in fact one thing I'm realizing is anything behind me coffee I had a passion say I have to do something especially me pay your friend is saying sports and because I've worked with children with special needs, you know, I just visited some of the schools now on war and Kuala with special needs, you know, what are some of the resources are on the support to San Kuala. It's me very interested, but as usual, no. What could do a couple of whatever you know not masasi sameketemo aba. The point in it say yes we can, but to an amount to free and I don't know how.
Okay.
And I think one person also I'm not sure, but it takes Obama and kind so one person can change the whole.
Eh,
I think so. I
Well,
think
eh,
so. Now intimidation, you know, a dawson,
eh,
you know.
adrenal. So adrenal and our kind of one person, it only takes an idea. One say Nkuma be no okay Nkuma revolutionary path no your kind na no kind. It just takes an idea. So and our kind book we so no the
Good to
GM
know.
kind say we have all diaspora. No. If we take it upon ourselves, say, okay, fine, there's a situation that needs our urgent attention. And there be na your experience. Maybe back 15 years. Dada has been here almost 30 years. The other people have been here longer. Anya, you've gone through certain experiences. Number two, we have access to money, to dollars. So, Oceanwa, the second highest source of direct foreign investment, Africa. No. If you are
Uncle,
money go
maybe Mammy come
Mhm.
in here because this thought came in. You see, the moment now be a wako or the young say a year discussing is a year. Now because of time you know you have to come back. A ration. Now the person knowing say be or follow through you know the person is already at the end say on here, even though you are footing all the bills and everything, yet the results, you know, you see, not for a boo ebu wabam. And when you talk to yeah, mechanic, so crowd the whole house I then and I'm saying no. You know, I have the
It's
passion to do
matter of
something.
to look at the person very well. And
yeah.
you're rushing, say, Ebi amabaya amabesha way, oh, you see why you good. No. I was able to me steady nipan even when you are not here. No one steady nipan who say okay, because of this person, I'm going home to meet him or her for him or her to do this work for me. But say koban so ebi amebe do ya na se me sika kire me say JM you good. Nti me discover please I know there obi wa man no can no there forget me and me wa ha say kura unni me unhya me da and na obi be recommend ma you sit back and steady say nipa na ya be ka ne ho asem kire me no true say he can do something without even wanyam wa be free obi kura to me here obi a ono to me struggle to try so be ye bibi na no na so odi wa de share nta obetumi handle. But meanwhile, me myself, no, my dear, I create me to me manage, me nim how I may push no. And you are bringing your money in to manage your something for you. I'm sorry. And no nema mumu bebrena se mu dia ba na ya disappoint mu adentia. We they don't taught that anything. It was school hop. You be ready na question no kwa no mu kire how to manage, how to market, how to do this who word be mami Canada say those communication issue very bad organ ha if so ko ta de wo bi ncha he thinks say wuna wo ba be wo pe ade no wo hi ade no and you if so di sika na ebre na so di ade na ebre no what I say nti sa nyama ni nyina no from this time come steady. Oh, yeah, introduce JM Achemi said this guy is a very good in terms of managing things. So, no crash, send a city. Sometimes, Ebia, we start at the end of do baby, I will to me excuse classes again. Actually, say, how is you going to handle the thing? If sika ni hunting, okay, this week much me be there be or anya adentia sika ni ho means if you do baby, ne juma na audition inside kofuma, he can struggle to push the work. Then a juma no eguane sa ne sika na audition mu beginning no akoye den akosai. So me there here you to do that comedy you. Me de bia me ba show so meka. Ye mu do that comedy ye. And there is no way the hungry dog will see meat that he will not eat it. He will eat. Until so far as I come to me now, so what the meat a bremi. Send me from come on mammy there. Yeah, they are made the half. Now me the half no and I cut they are come on mammy. Now me the cut they are come on me mammy. So make sure say hungry dog now baby feeding you know. Where a strategical hungry dog I would be any man there or be coco chinama ba. Ama onya bi dia ye nkwan. Enye saade a ema ye nka se Ghana ye nkrofo ne branch ye disika kwa bebo mo wo di beba ye besa no mo benya disappointment ba ye dia efie ne fie ye dia mo beba
I'm just spicy, you know, no, so yeah, problems on the internet, no, and yeah, and can go.
Sorry. Okay.
The question was a bar now when it's one master and then next
Yeah.
week, we were fixing it. So many things, I know my can we say, they may Jim, dear my I want you to do for me, and say, but more than I said, which we saa school no baabi a saa teacher no ne teachers no saa school no a head assistant headmaster no ne nkwaraa no daeɛ no saa town no sɛ wobɛtumi anya the town police no phone number ama ɛ a nka ɛbɛyɛ da wase sɛ wɔ Ghana yɛhwɛ sɛ bia wobɛtumi
Osimenya town no police ni number.
no town no police town no the town no police station no say every time every station be our number and
Police station.
yeah police station won't need numbers
Yeah, they have more.
and you know so between ya
Kuro no see a friend chifu something. I don't know.
when improve or no obohu because
Okay.
about
I so want to Ghana.
obohu kuro with the
Na
town and not now in the every police station because me were and then one thing that happened and then me ne abetifi adonte hene
yeah.
ekara ene so the same guy no Korea Chinese ni no ene minya opportunity ne kasa na me no me hwehwɛ asase bi de aye project bi ɛno nti na ma megye ne number no na nka me na discussion sade ɛne kaa no ɔyɛ a lot of kyerɛ me nneɛma bi a ɔmpɛ sɛ wɔnyɛ wɔ abetifi which is well, it was not a bad idea and yakasa you know we talked about it. Now the one question I'm bisa no Apetifi hospital no bisa no point blank and no say politics wɔ hɔ yi no ɔno so ɔka sɛ wei no mu papa a na ɔboa ɛna ɔka sɛ wei no nso yɛ papa a na ɔboa ɔsɛ sɛ wokɔdi mfimfini a you always have to be neutral because the more now we get to this side, the more na you be hit you for whatever that you are doing. Now, or say hospital, no, them themselves no, decided say if the government no, is not willing to complete the a petition for us, you have every right to whatever a government no aspect government no, they were willing to pay the government no, that kind of money. No one has in hospital. Yeah, because here in China, my mom, you see hospital near it's on a 40-acre land. na ɔkyerɛ me nneɛma a na wɔn ayɛ na kyerɛ sɛ yɛbɛyɛ traditional medicine wei ɔse wɔn yɛyɛ ayɛ place bi wɔ hɔ a te sɛ bi a ɔba anaa ɔba bi da hospital na bi a wɔde namba wofiri kuro bi ase de namba na sɛ ɔba sɛ ɛsɛ akwadaa no woda hospital hɔ na ɛyɛ wɔn wɔ places for everybody a ɔmbɛyɛ film na akɔyɛ political so wɔka sɛ ɔtumi yɛ sini a ɔntumi yɛ sini ɔse Brian Champon offered $5 million sɛ ɔde bɛsi ɛbɛma wɔn no wɔde acomplete hospital no na sɛ wɔn wie a na wɔn atua ne ka ɔso ɔkyerɛ letters de akɔ to the government nkosi aga so iti I was kind of like decided to know what can we do the same thing no kind yɛka sisei no ɔsɛ ɛyɛ mo a mowɔ akwantuo mu no ɛna moka bi a wɔn bɛtie saa simple ɔsɛ mo a mowɔ akwantuo mu no ɛna moka bi a wɔn bɛtie because no yɛn na yɛkita the power sɛ Ghanafoɔ mo sɛ ɔsɛ sɛ wonnim a the power na mo a mowɔ aburokyire no mu kita no sɛ mo decide sisisi a momfa mo sika
ɛne agyamagye yɛ retire ne yɛbɛtena fie
ɔsɛ nyɛ sɛ wɔbɛto retire mowɔ ha a nti na meka kyerɛ no about what we do na ɔsɛ look mo nyinaa get mo together na monyɛ like video audio whatever that you want to talk about the country the company because biribi a ɛbɛsi wɔ hɔ no sɛ woyɛ a ɛsɛ woyɛ a yɛde wo sika dwa nanka ɛna yɛyi wo so no ankasa wo tiri ho a ɛdɛn yɛyi wɔ yibɔne nti wo no a wote hɔ no a mote ha no unless sɛ mɔmɔ decide sɛ momma fie bio na mfo sɛ mopɛ sɛ motra hɔ deɛ a ɛneɛ ɛyɛ okay ɔsɛ neɛ montra ho na sɛ mopɛ sɛ moba deɛ a sɛ moanka na ma nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ a yɛanyɛ a nneɛma bebree bɛtɔ sin ebiara ne sɛ hwɛ hospital wei sɛ yɛsi hɔ yi anka ho deɛ hwɛ all the way to hwehwɛ ɛkɔ akyiri mu ɔkɔ afram plains akyiri hɔ nyinaa ɔsɛ ɛhɔ ɔsɛ ɔhwɛ nsase a ɛgu that area all the way to nkwantanan ɔsɛ nkwantanan na afa abɛtifi a wotumi kɔ agogo so wofi abɛtifi a wokɔ fra abɛtifi street a wokɔ agogo fa bene ɛkɔ wopɛkɔ agogo wɔ mmerɛkɔ a wonsa no bɛkɔ no ɛbɛkɔ akɔsi Kumase so ɛnti ɔka wei sɛ no nyinaa na ɔka sɛ moanka bi a de moamfa mo ano anto biribiara mu a ɔmbɛyɛ te sɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ ha a akoa tikyani apɔpa wei no mu a ɔyɛ no ɔse sɛ moanka bie ma no anka asɛm a deɛ bɛbaa no ɔse wei no deɛ they don't really care sɛ wɔn deɛ wɔnya deɛ wɔmbɛdi o wo ɛna wonya deɛ wobɛdi nti sɛ moankasa na sɛ da biara monhwɛ ɛna kwadwo kesi sɛ nnipa nka ho asɛm a deɛ bɛbaa no the number of people na ɛbɛka teacher Kwadwo asɛm a wɔbɛka no sɛ yɛyi n'adi na yɛ no ɛyɛ just be a percentage of it ɛyɛ ketewa bi na wɔn a ɛpɛ sɛ ɛbɛka sɛ for teacher Kwadwo wayɛ adeɛ ɛyɛ more than because papa always outweigh bɔne papa everywhere you go papa will always come up better than bɔne they always be an I see yɛn a yɛwɔ ha no so no you use that platform no near the kasa about so many things whether they like it or not krana we have to say it Trini Jonas or starting in the year or blasting one so here say what happened they say you know melo kakra because you know I don't know say yeah because then answer and I met assemble or kind about a Saturday so they say and no and I met who assemble and Nkrofo have started also doing the same thing yeah and no one they are doing so yeah come on and this yeah
Mr. Kwame Saka deɛ mimi ka de bia ne sɛ Senior or Hini catch away. I think say and no idea me start here 2 years ago.
I think so. I remember. Near
Say
discussing one of issue be. Oh,
mu
me
pam
kind.
ho bom wɔ hɔ.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
to be wɔ hɔnom a ɛnyɛ sika ɛno nti na ɔmo wɔ hɔ. Empower those youth. Na ebia ka baako mo pɛ ma ɔmo. Nti mu dia mu bɛyɛ ne sɛ mu wɔ hɔ ne sɛ mu frɛ Ghana ha so yɛfrɛ wɔ ko sesese yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ bi yɛpɛ sɛ time and time mu frɛ ɔmo wɔ radio so na mo bisa ɔmo so mo sɛ mo pɛ sɛ mo bɛkasa mo asɛm ne sɛn ɔmo bɛgye atum youth ne bɛkɔ ɔmo bɛkasa the more mo voice out no then mo nkaefo na ɔmo so mo diaspora no any start ba mo ho so they will come in afi mu bɔba bɛyɛ bebree. Ɛhɔ no sɛnea mede kanka no munya MP baako this year. Next year munya baako. Anaasɛ mobɛdetermine sɛ afi 2024 yi deɛ yɛdi MP bɛyɛ 10 na ɛde kɔ parliament. Na young guys a yɛde kɔ ne young ladies a yɛde ɔmo kɔ yɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi a they are determined to do something for their mother Ghana. Nti yesu yɛayɛ mpanimfoɔ a yɛba bɛpia ɔmo yi yɛwɔ gyidi ɔmo so ɔmo kɔdo hɔ a they will do it. Afi kuya omukasa say anya independent 10 wɔ parliament o omu free fa omu free koi hɔ ehu ebe start ball bi no mo na afi suban no a start esisa nti ɛhɔ no enkoye MPP ni NDC bio efi sɛ tama na parliament yɛ MPP NDC CPP na independent candidate enyama ntiti sɛ this 8 years ni 5 years ago ade a omu ye. Ɛno nti sɛnea ɔhene ne sika no mu ɛna mu bɛba bɛyɛ biribi ɛfiri sɛ mimi ka sɛ ɔmo ni da mo so bat ebia ɔkɔ ka sɛ obi bɛka sɛ ɔpɛ sika di ɛno nti na mimi ka sɛ next year deɛ truth without fear yɛka a yɛnsoro ho yɛbɛka so yɛwu kɔ a obi foforɔ bɛba na wabɛtoa so ɛyɛ mmerɛ sɛ mobɛgye ato mu sɛ deɛ ɔhene ne ka no wahu na wate na wɔnim deɛ ɛkɔ ɛno nti na wɔka kyerɛ mo.
Me for we ntwom. I don't know see mo kai see your friend saying Upper West region. Was it 2020 and only a total of about 687 or more students that were upper West region, they were pregnant. 2020, it been say a COVID time.
Central region was more.
Majority of students, they kind. I said you were one of was it Ghana Weber? Maybe other mechanics are. Majority of the students, they were in primary 6. Primary 6. Look at this. Primary 6. Now, only out of your friend is saying 687, one a bus on back, if my memory will serve me right, they said about 84 and now below, I'm not sure. I remember if my memory will serve me, it say about 84, 82, and now about back to school. One I can be anti me my school being. So look at that. Now, what say, I want to know, say, educational year or no. What are you doing? You me sure see one more educational minister. What are they doing? In class 680 something, I am pregnant. Now out of that, in 84, it me back. Where are they? That means the only life I ever sabasa. What are we going to produce? Are we going to produce nkwala say? And I want you come sebi if they couldn't go back to school and do their normal you will trade be wakra nka ombe so mo at this time enka enye bad nkwala 84 na timi baaye na when nyina ɛbɛyɛ den ɛna yɛtumi ayɛ. It is very disheartening. I tell you the truth. It is very disheartening. if I me read this, and I'm so wow, 687 or 84 students, and I'm my primary 6, mostly majority of them. Oh my goodness, it's so sad. It's so sad. Until they be a make us say, Yana Mibisa, I say, you do see penny, I will share bibiswa. What are some of your roles and issues when we say what are is assembly ban on a canon a jamu and only yana hamino. Okay, black comment and say, yeah, start here, doctors here, Tunton Kuala, you need a kicker, you need a teacher, a cosi there,
When you,
nothing. We didn't even hear anything again. Right after we know on the bad news, one can hear, we don't know. You see, doctors in the DNA, see, doctor, no, and the nurses, now they were included, the DNA on the year, and my minister, Tonton, the DNA, really man tihwe bio man see bibia bio so the point in me making is say it say example to say upper one west nti ɛdeɛ paa na nkɔla yi aka a wɔwɔ fie yi a wɔn awo mako mako deɛ paa na wɔn betumi ayɛ they are already children ɛna wɔn hwɛ wɔn ankasa ma what are they going to do so nti woyɛ minister anaasɛ wowɔ yi a ma obi asɛm ɛhaw ɛwɔ mu sɛ yɛn nso yɛbɛtumi play role mo nti ɛdu baabi a ɛna meka no wo stande a na afei woasan ahwɛ medeɛ mestarte bi na anyɛ yie na mesan makyi ɛne nokware deɛ wokaeɛ dɛ
And I make
mbisade
us say, Mami Canada, and
yes
I make us say, we share for something to sustain, it has to be a system. Yeah, for China for you. Almost nasi, and they decided say they are going to do something, but almost they did it at the state level. This is in Kuma, a castle copeso yena yamani kwano. It was all born of our own ignorance. The China and Kuma pesoy. For instance, book here making my kind several times. I say the Ubuntu, contributionism. Or no patches said, not JMA say at some point in time, you be minister back. You ever say, yeah, or diaspora no. You decided say 20%. The American, it's all based on science, right? 20%. You just have to find 20% of the people you are looking for. No? Not almost no yeah. You say me no Canada any that or any spicy. Through our own network, we can build a network of people. Our money doing the same way. Cool. Built with people from different parts of Africa, different parts of Ghana. You're forming a group. We sustain each other, and we have a plan. Or no, quite catch say. My dream minister crowd, Yanko DCE districts. Now our municipalities. Oh yes, and so the people think like you now sponsor. They think like you, they are under your control. Over maybe 10-year period, you may have maybe 5 or 6 different MPs in parliament. I'll make me sway elections and our decisions parliament. That is how we do it. This is almost cancer Ghana. There should be a third force. So our third force, I mean, me could TPP side to stand for camp. Say our third force no more can. It is us in the diaspora. I didn't think why is it us in the diaspora? Because number one, we are not there. The Abekos for Ghana, it doesn't affect us as much. But we have the power to effect what is going on with our money, with our experience, with our knowledge. But so who system no one? That's a system that show father. Oh, you're only thinking about survival. But when we're outside, one, you don't need to be a part of it. But essence say a fieni fientino. You hold hands with people who think like you. Now you use your resources to set the against they can. District level, the cost of doing this at the district level, and yet as high as Opesoko Bibi Wakra. Now, at the district level, no, we start effecting change. A bit maybe one town in every region. That's 16 regions. And then we do things at those levels. Now, almost elections now, you're pushing it back. You're training, maybe a James. When in the EPC, they will promote him. No, I be district, your friend say, chief executive. Municipality level, no, then we get somebody there. Before you realize, in 5 years or so, we'll have the ministers, MPs, no. So you have 5 to cry. Oh, Ghana Parliament is here, say 137 to 137 and 1 independent. You have 5 independents. Can you imagine the amount of change you can cause? It's when you can, but focus on Kwabe, yeah, any juma.
You're very
But
tough.
dreams
You're very, very tough.
Yeah, dreams are your mom, they are more political. Because sometimes we see the pronouncements of people who are here. No, one will say, utu abuchi ne can what abuchi and I said still dream Ghana dream and the vote. So they go and call Ghana mentality. No,
Go and go corner.
so dream.
The time now, 2 hours now, so I'm say spicy and yet, you know, I'm say the baby and DJM, who program no, my posted will Vimeo, so who call put me call a year Vimeo, VIMEO. Now the Vital GHTV into programs me na no, my posted will
Okay, me da sipi.
will Vimeo, and then I may post two. Me, my I'm say first one, my post two, and then I the way yeah, I'm so say now she white be and then I may use it me posting there. It would occur the way any me posting one in our the other one at a time.
Patromati.
He said, yeah, was so
Me da sipi. Masema me pese me katwa to ne say. Oman Ghana ye here more diaspora. We should not waste time and my entry so. In Kansha say from Afia ye be uremu ya. Na 3 years aka ombesa besisa ban mu no. Yemfa nye changes bi e wo Oman Ghana. Enye sa enyama koboni. Enye sa ye janesa na yitu no bufu na da ombe sori no. Afi Oman ne ya nhwe yi a ebe ha. Na afi ebe ye dinch sen mo a mo bebe fie no. Mo beba abeye bibi so mo mayemboa na dia ekono yatumi asisa. Ye de journey na yaba say yaba be fulfill ebi ewi a ye be kontem anase ye be tine mo enjoy kakra nti ehumpa ye na ebo na afi mi mo bibiara Merry Christmas ade a ye nananom nhihye mu de sa de ne ni ho ba ye be etum ma na be part of nipa life there mi mo bibiara Merry Christmas and Happy New Year mi sre nananom say omundum boy nyina na kasa ye kai enkoye kasa kwa nemo bibi be free maba na one day ye te ho a ye matumi enjoy wo mu na ye ni atumi age ho say ye impact bi oh my Ghana na afi eja ye de ye wa ha nti na monye bi dia na mama ni ye bi na ye so ya kasa ye busia for average na eno no mi chao bibia o tie VitalGH TV any the radio bia asaling any oboda mi chao bibia
Mame Canada.
Yo.
Ne de anti me ama them say
I want anti amba. No correct.
Ashime pa. Oh.
No only fee, baby on now nanya dia on also on drive until no want me do answer.
time.
See who seen say you know yeah ba obetimi adwane. Yo. Yeah, koma atie for mo amutie radio so mo so amhwe. Me de bia na meka se eya enye nyamesom no nko a it's not enough. Utu anamon e de ka nyamesom Bible no kraka or see faith without action no it doesn't work. Enti no so we from who you Christo ni unye Christo ni kra niema bi a wabrabo mu a hu si emwa anase emma nkoso bia no nkasa mi deɛ menni saa position ni nti menka memmua na ɛno no yɛ nnɛ bebree ɛna yɛn nso yɛnim sɛ gyaamaneka dɔɔso wɔ yɛ mu paa adeɛ bi ba na woka ho asɛm a gyaamaneka nti obi a ɔtie me especially yɛ mmɔfra yi mmaa no titiriw a ɛrekɔ school no awofoɔ no menim sɛ deɛ mobɛtumi ayɛ na moyɛ is not easy but ɛsɛ sɛ moma mo ani so ma nkwalaa no ho wɔmma mo ani amma nkwalaa no ho a ɛbɛha adwene daakye a ɛbɛha adwene sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a nka sei no ebia na nka wɔ baabi ana position kɛseɛ bi wɔ n'anim a ɛbaba ɛsiane sɛ adeɛ wei abɛkorɔ so no nti wantumi anwie school no ɔno nso wɔ wantumi anyɛ hwee wɔbɛhwɛ na ne ba no abɔfra no tetare ne ho abrabɔ bɛn ɛna wobɛtumi koraa bɛbɔ asan hwɛ ne ba no a ɔkita no no nti mesrɛ bebree da biara na yɛkasa aban hwɛ ne no aban no ɔhwɛ a ɔno wayi n'ani ɛho hia no koraa nyɛ sɛ naso nte yɛ onim but ɛnyɛ mmɛdwo ayi ɛma no nti sɛ obi a wotie radio yi so no mesrɛ wo ma no nya wo asɛmhia ɛse ne yɛka wɔ ha no nyinaa no yɛpɛ daakye yie yɛ mmɔfra no yɛpɛ wɔn daakye yie nti no sɛ wowɔ question anaa wowɔ biribi a yɛ radio ayi no bisa anaasɛ asɛm bi kyerɛ w'adwene na bi a wontumi nka nkyerɛ wɔn a ɛwɔ hɔ a yɛn nso a ɛwɔ ha no yɛde yɛyɛ krado yɛbɛtie na nyansa bi a ɛwɔ adekode ho yɛde bi ama mo na mo pay attention kakra mo pay attention nim sɛ ɛyɛ den mba ebinom deɛ but ɛnyɛ noa no that is not the end ɛna sɛbi o mmɔfra yi a wɔn akɔ nyenyem ne ayi no kakra bi ɛna ebetumi aba back ɛnyɛ nkwala ne ni daakye nti kakra mede bɛto awofoɔ no anim nie mesrɛ mo momma mo ani nkɔ mmɔfra no nyɛ sɛ wɔkɔ school ne nko a talk to them talk to her boa so to anamɔ adeɛ a parents no yɛanyɛ ho mmɔden ɛsɛ yɛbɛkɔ yɛ mmɔfra school saa adeɛ wɔ nko adeɛ me papa kwabrɛbrɛ ma ɔyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɔnante na ɔkɔ ne store a methodist ɛwɔ ha otimi ba na ɔbɛbisa teacher ɛsɛ over the weekend no ana week no mu no ɛdeɛ ne yɛyɛyɛ ana nti ɛno nko adeɛ obi a ɔyɛ titini a naka sukuu koraa ho hia no but otu anamo bɛyɛ saa ayi ɛkɔ beyond ɔno ne next door neighbor otimi kobisa no papa no nka se yɛnkɔbisa ne mmase o but wɔbɛbisa teacher sɛ yɛyɛ asoɔden anaa deɛ ne yɛyɛɛ no ɔsan bisa ne next door neighbor no agya kɔkuta bi abisa ne sɛ ne mma no so ɛwɔ ano to no ɛdeɛn ɛna wɔn yɛ nti mama kakra a yɛaka yi mama ne nkɔma so mu mede mepɛ question nti monto questions ne bebree mmra yɛn nso so kakra a yɛwɔ hɔ no yɛde bɛboa mo meda mo ase
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, cheerful. Any almost time of mine all these years since I program. Yeah, that must say Mugusu a supportive programming. Now, you know, my submissions is to especially those in diaspora. My question is, can you really say that you are a tree that has been planted by the waters? Who you be a oboade atomo or blesso, and I say to whom much is given, much is expected. Obusia enye de oyo nuanko obusia eye nipa nyina na de ekoso wo yeman mu de ekoso wo Africa any bibufo communities mu. Can we really say yewo diaspora na we have access to so much now? We are doing what we are supposed to be doing to be a blessing, not just to our family, but to everybody that looks like us. I think we are failing woefully in that regard. We are failing not just because of our silence. We are failing not just because, me dream home, and I say me dream political party home. But we are failing as human beings. So more a Christopher Kaya, a Jesus Eka said, so we are the Ohiano Awaya Mami. It's a here pass you be use to me. You be use everything every resource that we have to effect the positive change that will reverse the deplorable state of things that African. Yene wo tumi no, yene wo sika no, yene wo nimdeɛ no. Nti we have to be more interested. The same way na ye devoted to religion, no, we should be devoted to humanity. Very important. And personally, that is why I started Black Star Revolution. Maybe the is a Black Star Revolution. No, you be using knowledge, business, any direct social impact to improve the lives of blacks everywhere. Into blacks in Ghana, Africa for any before more amanoni black communities. Nimdiano, through programs like this, no, we will share our 2 cents. To say the history no, we'll bring it to the fore to bring about positive change. Yet on ton your entire DNA, your products and services now. Anya ye be sika. Na ye sika na se me de hwɛ me kwama busuya na makoye pese me kumia. And also they mean pay. It ye be 20% of your profits no. Near their social impact projects our black communities globally. To be pamucho. Mo and follow yen. Ube share who your Instagram. BSR movement or Instagram. On Facebook, so your BSR movement. You will bsrware.myshopify.com. Mon kono top products no. To say atadi machine, chair machine, any t-shirts. And fa who baby I will feel we are Ghana new. Doesn't matter where you come from. So long as you're black, you're an African. Now you infected change na you per se you who African. The mu ina mase.
Yo, Mr. BSR, that was it. Next week is also no, best Asia view. Anyway, the program no, the about the for today. You know, more multi in yes, most munya BB equals my more, to my yes, a Becca Mason. More email will be a routine and walk the routine radio crowd, only email or Facebook, YouTube, all those in our in the best realm on the other master. Now, next week is only a better one. So, I'm spicy, you know, they now work. Or can the beginning say she was having a little problems. Until next week, you know, you don't need your fixing. The when the mamma find it was a bit in time, may 4, not 7 p.m. When he said, we know, not there, you know, the best room. He said, you may see us a man tea and can be odium in the moon in our answer. I made some him also. I feel sharper, I feel to the tree, I feel a million in our that's Madam Master. Good night.
Good night.